Right, we're back. So we're talking about baby steps or baby steps phase and why this time is so special. The baby steps phase is so special. This time is so special because it's just you and the Lord. There's no expectation. There's no agenda from the Lord. Others should not have an expectation or an agenda for you. Leaders, seasoned leaders, be cautious when those that have stepped up to the plate and they've been called to leadership. Be mindful not to pressure them into jumping ahead and jumping the gun. This time is special because it's a time where you can just be in prayer and that you can be in the presence of God all the time. Gaining knowledge. I remember being so hungry for God and presenting myself at every opportunity, being at every class, praying and fasting and just learning from God. And God just took me in and He overtook my whole life. And it was awesome because there was no expectation of perfection. There was no expectation of responsibility as a leader. Please know that time is coming, and God's grace and mercy is sufficient during that time, but it is different as He begins to build us up and prepare us for that time. This is what this season, the baby step season, this is what it's all about. It's about the preparation, and there's no pressure in the beginning of our preparation. No pressure during preparation. All right. So just allow God to love on you. Allow yourself to witness His unmerited favor and His love that has no bounds. Allow yourself to witness it unfurl in your life and just love on Him and just court the Lord. He courts us. You court God and just build your relationship. This is why this time is so special, because it's set aside and it's set apart for you to just fall in love with God. Fall in love with Him and court Him and get to know Him, know His ways, His character, God's personality. God has a personality. Get to know Him, every aspect of Him, as He will allow Himself to be shown to you at this season of your walk. Be open to the things of God and just allow yourself to absorb Him. This is why this time is so special, because we never get that back. We never get that back. And so I would take nothing for my journey. I wouldn't exchange anything for where I am right now. But I do look back with a fondness and remember that this time was so special. This baby steps time, when I first just decided that, yes, I'm going to one day be in the fullness of what God has called me to be. But in the mean and in between time, I'm just allowing you to love on me. And so, up and coming leaders, be mindful that this time is just a time for you and God. You and God and the set man or woman that's over you, as they begin to pour into you and mentor you and train you up. And remember, during this time, we have established and surrendered and submitted ourselves to the set man or woman. We have identified or are praying or prayerfully asking the Lord to reveal to us who any additional mentors are. And then just allow the Lord to love on us. That's where we should be in the baby steps phase. I love the baby steps phase, and it's an awesome time. Being able to witness those up-and-coming leaders that have identified that they are woven with the leadership tapestry and fabric. It's awesome time to watch them just allow God just to love on them, and I think it's an awesome time. Everything, just the way that God has designed, the way that He raises up leaders. I'm just I'm overtaken by the blueprint that God has and how he trains up leaders. Currently in my church, we are going through a study of the Gospels in chronological order, and we are currently going through the book of Mark. And the Lord is just establishing and showing very clearly how he trains leaders, what parts of himself, what parts of what's important in ministry, what he introduces in the order of how he introduces it. God is just amazing. He's just amazing. I can't stress enough. So why is this time so special? This time is so special because it's just you and the Lord. So I thank you. That's our entry for this week. I'm super excited again. If there are topics that you would like to hear me talk about or would like to create discussion around, please send them to me. You can email them to me at stephanie.lifeleadership@yahoo.com. You can post your comments or questions at Life Leadership. If you search Life Leadership on Facebook, it will pop up. Like the page and leave your questions or comments there. I'll be happy to respond to them. You can find us on Twitter. On Twitter, I am at stephanie.lifeleadership. And we are on Instagram as well at stephanie.lifeleadership. You can get at us at all three of these locations. So I'm super excited. Questions, comments, future topics, keep them coming to me. God bless you, and I'll see you next week.